What's up? What's up? Alrighty. Just gonna be doing a little painting on this tonight. Nothing much. Been working on a couple of things at once, and I was doing this before on the stream about a week and a half ago. Figured I'd do a little work on it. Friday night. It's kind of late. Yeah, it's after midnight right now. Normally, I put a black coat down on these first. Like, sometimes it'll have Mod Podge in it, but lots of times I just do black paint. And this time I just kind of went with just a gray, because I knew I was going to do a black wash over it. So hopefully the black wash will cover the little pink spots that are kind of showing. I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. So this is just a wall from the hallway diorama I've been building in those other live streams. I don't know if I'm going to have enough of this dark gray paint though, because I am almost out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's get the other one. See where that gets us. So all we're going to do, we're just going to put this second base coat on here, this gray, and I have a couple of pieces like this. We're just going to pick out some of these blocks and put some different colors on them. Maybe I'll paint the door. Not going to be on here for, I don't know, maybe a couple hours. Maybe a couple hours. We'll see. At least an hour. Oh no. Got paint on me. Imagine that. It's super late already, I know. Be the latest I've started the stream, actually. I've been on here pretty late before, but I think I usually start around, I don't know, 11, maybe 10:30. Feel free to ask any questions, say what's up. I know this time of night, if I was watching a live stream, I probably wouldn't want to say anything either. It's kind of late. It's actually kind of hard to see. So just doing a little late night painting. It's after midnight here now. What is it? 12:09 is the time. Tuffman's dioramas. What's up, Tuffman? Yeah, that's so they can get you to buy 2 packs of hot dog buns. It's a freaking trap. That's what that is, man. Black and white make gray. That's true. That's true. But this is a specific. I mean, you could obviously get it pretty close. I probably have about 10 different shades of gray already pre-canned. I got spoiled by using like 3 or 4 specific grays, and I use them all the time just so I don't have to deal with mixing. I don't mind mixing stuff, but you know, especially if you're doing something that's like a little bit bigger that you're not going to get all in one shot, trying to mix another batch. I mean, it's okay to have things different colors, actually. Actually, it looks better sometimes, but I don't know, man. Being lazy, I guess. I think we're going to set that over here for a minute. Yeah, this is what the other one's looking like so far. It's got like the different color blocks here and there, and I threw a black wash over it because I didn't put the black coating on there. There was kind of like more pink like sticking out in the corners, which I expected, so the black wash did a pretty good job of covering it though, so that's cool. Is anyone working on anything tonight, or just chilling? Half asleep? Drunk? Whatever. $1:12, yeah, it's pretty late. It's 12 after midnight right now. 12 after midnight. I meant to start this earlier like I always do, and like pretty much always it didn't exactly happen. So but I figured, what the heck, if I don't just turn the dang thing on, I never will, so I just put it on, and I was going to be painting a little anyway. I could get on Instagram and like put the link out and all that, but that's actually I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm just gonna be super chill. What time do you usually go to sleep, Duffman? Got a bunch of prizes you could win. What kind of prizes? Are you running some kind of contest or something? Yeah, I hear that. Prize wheel as of now. Okay, so I don't quite understand what you're saying. No, my friends all started a GoFundMe for me to raise money. Gonna be by B Figures Comics, a diorama. You made some stuff. Okay, I made some stuff. Okay. I don't know. Gotcha. Not Super Mario, what's up, man? 20 bucks gets you on the wheels. All right, I might check it out, Oh, wow. Hey, that's going pretty good for you then. Nice. Yeah, I think I might have to break down and get some bifocals. doing these streams, like, it's really obvious how much I need to be able to see near and far at the same time. I can't. Yeah, YouTube could be really, really cool for that kind of stuff, man. There's no doubt. You already wear them? Yeah. Yeah, it was tolerable about a year and a half ago, and now it's just, I mean, it's been moving back. It's really weird. It's like right when I hit 40, I couldn't read up close anymore. My eyes have always sucked, but it just started moving back, and I felt like I could still see up close with my glasses on, you know, at a little bit of a distance, but now I can't see anything up close when I have my glasses on. I have to take them off to see up close. But then I can't see the screen in front of me, because without them on, I can't see more than like a foot in front of me, if that. Right on. You got the line or the like the clear transition, whatever you call them. The lines, okay, cool. Not so Super Mario, you working on anything tonight or just relaxing? I know it's pretty late already. Yeah, I know that feeling. I was actually like ridiculous. I didn't get my prescription upgraded for like 12 or 13 years, and then they just broke, and I couldn't. Obviously, I needed them because I can't see anything without them. And trying to adjust over to a new prescription after that long was wild. I mean, I couldn't. I was, falling all over the place. Like my balance was off. Every time I turned my head, it felt like I was swimming around in a fishbowl. It took maybe about 3 or 4 days for it to settle down, and then a week for it to go away completely. Oh, a custom you made? Not so Super Mario. What are you working on? What kind of custom? Where does this go? There. We'll go here. I feel like I want to add more colors, but I'm not going to because I already did one wall. I was doing this wall, and this one is, I'm trying to use this for some Instagram reels, so I can't work on this now, otherwise it'll throw that off. But yeah, I'm gonna get another, like I'll do a dry brush over this and then probably another black wash if the dry brush is too loud, but I don't know, it might be okay. I'm gonna use like a bluish gray. Let's see, what's this one looking like? Yeah, this will be dry soon enough. Hopefully some of it will look something like this when it's done. Parts of it. I mean, it's darker, obviously. I don't have it all, with some of the brighter colors. But I might do the floor like that. I don't know how that's going to look, but yeah, I think I might do the floor a little bit lighter. So I'm always surprised when you guys show up at these late lives. It's funny. So thank you for anyone coming by. Feel free to ask a question or just say what's up. You know what? Yeah, let's do. No, I don't know. That's gonna make it look weird. It's gonna look weird or cool? Ah, screw it. T. Collins, going good, man. How you doing? When my kids go to sleep, yeah. Yeah, I don't have kids, but I have a family member that I take care of, and it's pretty much the same thing. Once things kind of calm down, it's a lot easier to do stuff. Right on, right on. I feel like I want to add one more. Okay, the walls are going to be here, right? So you're not going to see. Where should one more go? Yeah, screw it, right there. Being indecisive with a random pattern. Boy. T. Collins, thanks for coming by, man. You doing anything right now, T. Collins? Working on anything? Or you just getting ready to go to bed like any sane person would be? Yeah. Yeah, on the one hand, it's nice and quiet. On the other hand, I'm getting too old to be operating on 3 hours of sleep when I have to go to work sometimes, and that's not always fun. But, you know, it's a trade-off. Everything's a trade-off, right? Okay, the Arkham diorama. Sweet. Very cool. Alright, this is the floor of that. Yeah, I already have these colors in. I might as well put some of these on here. Light blue? Sure, we'll do a light blue tile. I don't know if I want a lot of it light blue. Let's do this one. You know what's crazy is I could see it way clearer on the screen than I can actually in front of me. It's wild. Regular styrofoam. I got a bunch lying around the house. I was Bob. Thank you, I was Bob. Yes, sure. I've made stuff out of the old, you know, the white falls into chunks and gets everywhere styrofoam before. Before I ever used any of the like XPS foam, I was using that a long time ago. Not dioramas specifically, but I was making war games terrain out of it, and pretty much what I used to do was I would make hills and sometimes like blown out ruined buildings, so nothing super detailed. It doesn't take carving quite as well. If you're really careful, you can carve on it, and it won't chunk apart. You need a really sharp blade. But what I would do is I would make the hill or make the blown out building or whatever, and then mix like some white Elmer's glue with sand, or buy the was it like textured paint, the kind that had the sand in it, and mix some glue in with it, and then just like coat it in that stuff, and it would create like a hard protective shell over it. and then you can just paint it or do whatever. And actually, that stuff was almost bulletproof. It was really good for gaming because, you know, you could knock it around, stick your drink on it, and almost never had any problems. Especially with, like, I used to put kitty litter in a lot of stuff too. So it was like glue, paint, and kitty litter. It was like armor on the thing. Incorporate it into the dial. Yeah, I can't remember. I gotta look at your stuff again. My memory sucks, man. I can't remember what the heck. I'm pretty sure I looked at your thing that you were working on, but I can't remember exactly, man. Sorry. Yeah, hopefully that helps, Bob. Or I was Bob. I don't know who you are now, but you were Bob. Also, remember, you can always just build the core out of white styrofoam and then glue other things on top of it that could take texture a little better, right? If you wanted to, you can get like foam core board and peel the paper off it and then carve on that pretty easily. Or, you know, just use like cardboard or paper and do things to add detail on the outside. T. Collins Entertainment, is that your Instagram too? Thank you everybody once again for coming by and hanging out tonight. Let me see. T. Collins. There you are. But I don't see any pictures. I don't know why I thought I saw pictures from you before. It must have been someone else. Maybe there's a few people working on Arkham City stuff. Duffman, thanks for coming by, man, and yeah, get some sleep. Hope you sleep well and you wake up with your back feeling wonderful. Oh man. Yeah, that's the thing with Instagram, is you don't get any kind of customer service whatsoever. Although they might be changing that, but you have to pay for it. I think they're doing this thing where you have to, they want people to pay for their accounts kind of thing. Not all of them, but to get, you know, verified and to have customer service and some other features. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, Arkham, there's so many cool things you could do with that. Magnetize a sign or glue it. Well, I seem to think that magnetizing would probably be better if you want to. I mean, obviously it's more work. Honestly, I can't stand putting magnets in. It always annoys me, but it's much, much better to do if you can pull it off. Like, you know, you could have times where the sign is down. I don't know what the whole thing looks like, but, you know, you might be able to make it look like something else or use it for multi-purpose by having the sign easily come off. But that's up to you. Sometimes there's, you know, you could make like mechanical pegs too. It doesn't have to be magnets. You could just have, you know, like, well, I don't know how to, like a mortise and tenon, you know, like in carpentry where you just have, this is going to look bad, but, you know, you just have a hole and a peg goes into it to hold it in the spot. You can make stuff like that pretty easily with popsicle sticks, or you could even do it with foam. Yeah, Netflix is finally cracking down. I don't know if that's going to work out well for them or not, though. I think a lot of people are going to not use the service as much. But whatever. That's their decision to make. See, like this right here, I totally should have put the magnets in this before I'm painting it. But I'm not. But this is for me, it's not for anyone else. Someone might ask to buy it eventually, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'll put them in a little later. Okay, I think we're going to do some lighter, crazy colors now. Nothing too crazy. What do we got? We got some... Where's that terracotta? Terracotta looks cool. How'd you make the Arkham sign? 3D printed or printed out or? All these colors look kind of like bright at first, but once you put the wash on over the top of them and it all just blends together really nicely. I mean, they'll still look somewhat bright, but it'll definitely tie them all together. XPS foam. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously that's up to you, but I like multi-purpose. Sometimes I find the coolest looking stuff is when I just take parts of dioramas I never even intended to be together and just set them up because they have different textures, and it's like you're getting to use your creativity two times. One time when you're building it and you're planning it, and then the second time when you just have what's essentially big diorama Lego blocks where you could just put them together into something else. kind of set the scene up. I want to do some tan. Yeah, I want to do some tan too. And we'll just throw this in right here. It's funny because originally what I was making this hallway for was some Naruto figures. I got this Sasuke, and I was gonna make the hallway like this one dungeon hallway from the anime, and it's very, very drab, very dull. But I kind of moved away from that a little bit. Yeah, no, that's cool. Some of that animated series stuff looked really, really cool. There's a guy that does like some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. There's a few guys that do them in the animated style, and it looks really, really cool. So, you know, things don't always have to be super realistic. Do some kind of tan, but I don't know what tan to use. I got khaki. I got territorial beige. Boy, does that sound boring. Let me see. The khaki is a satin. That's gonna look weird. Yeah. A lot of there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has a really cool fan base, or a really big fan base, I should say, for that type of property. So. Lots of people making stuff, but yeah, I've seen some that have just been really amazing, like with the cell shading style and the lines and stuff. Really cool. And I know some company, I don't know too much about figures, some company, it's probably NECA, is making them painted like that now, so it kind of goes with those dioramas. Nice. Yeah, I wish I had more room. So I am going through the process right now. I'm in an apartment, but I have a garage downstairs, and I'm cleaning that out, and I might start using that to do some longer build videos, which is really what I would like to do. But, you know, there's no climate control down there. There's no bathroom. But yeah, those larger, I love larger dioramas like that. They're really hard to do sometimes because trying to fill the details out as something gets bigger and bigger becomes much more of a very time-consuming process. But obviously, really cool to have, like, you know, buildings, like actually tall buildings, like 3-4 story buildings, or a giant sewer playset all drawn up. That would be really cool. T. Collins, how late do you usually stay up? Wow, okay. Yeah, that's pretty late. I mean, I used to work night shifts a long time ago, but... okay. What else? Maybe something around here. Maybe... yeah, that would look too formulaic. Nah, that would be alright. What color? Khaki, dark blue, light blue. I think we're gonna do the light blue. Yeah, for a long time I got on a very steady schedule of getting up at 5 in the morning, going to sleep by like 11. And that has just completely gone out the window this last year. I'm usually up till about 2 in the morning. Sometimes later, and then it's almost impossible for me to... I mean, I do get up, still get up around 6 o'clock in the morning usually, but it's a lot harder. See, I can't even see that with my eyes right now, but I can totally see that I went over the line in the camera. That'll be alright. Black wash will cover that up. I think I'll do a second coat on these lighter colors. Yeah, the night shift is. I mean, if you don't want to deal with people, it's cool. You know, that's the upside. You can just kind of like hide out and do your work and not have to deal with people too much. Usually, when you work night shifts, but you have to eat breakfast for dinner when you get off work. If you want to grab something to eat, it's all breakfast menu. And dealing with people cutting their lawn and all that stuff. I used to have like a piece of carpet nailed over my window when I worked on night shift. Yeah, a lot more crazies at night for sure. Yeah, when I was on night shift, I was working retail overnight, and I mean, obviously totally different, but not really. Still some wild stuff with just people. Weird stuff happens in the middle of the night, especially after all the bars and everything closes. Yeah, that's when I was on night shift. That's where I worked, and it was wild sometimes. I mean, we had like all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, we had things set on fire. We had, someone set the bales on fire outside one time in the middle of the night. I remember I was overnight manager, and I opened up the door one night in the back, and there's like a Chevy Tahoe just screaming around the corner, and a guy in a shopping cart holding onto like a tow line just going. I mean, it's just weird stuff happens in the middle of the night. I've seen streaking though. Yeah, I don't think I've seen streaking. We've had some weirdos I don't even want to talk about, but not fully naked. Yeah, it totally is. It's the happening place. It's kind of. I'm glad they're not open all night anymore, to be honest. I mean, you probably are too. Yeah, it's just the spot. I think that's it for the floor for right now. I'm going to let that dry. Let's take a look at what this is looking like. We'll do the brown on the door. McDonald's, what do we got? We got, what's open 24 hours? Whataburger is open 24 hours. We got a few of those. This is a pretty big town, though. There's like, I mean, I'm right near DFW, so one of the outlying towns, and it's over 100,000 population here, but it's part of the Metroplex, so there's all kinds of stuff here. Where is the honey brown? Guess I'll open a new one. Right on. Not gonna lie, I probably will be trying to move to the middle of nowhere somewhere at some point in the future. Would definitely not be opposed to that. What am I doing? This is too light. Do I have those crates? Here, I might as well dry brush these crates since I already have the paint out. Get a different brush though. Yeah, man. Just get a little bit of land, and you know me. I like to tinker, and especially like even with just the dioramas, I would like to have a workshop building eventually. Just a nice little workshop building set up where I could build some bigger stuff. I kind of like doing a little bit of hack job woodworking too, but just you know, whatever. And not be bothered too terribly much. I do like the colder weather too, although it can get annoying after a while. But now I've been in Texas for a long time, but I'm originally from New York, and I kind of miss the winter sometimes, actually. Especially when it's summertime here. It gets crazy hot here in the summer. Got a little gray paint in that. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe. I do like the cold, actually. I do too. I like the cold. I like the snow. When I was a kid, I remember people thought I was crazy. It would be snowing outside, or we would have... The snow would be on the ground. I remember doing it a few times. I'd take a folding chair and sit outside and read a book. You know, it's like middle of a, blizzard time. I liked it. Found it very, I don't know, tranquil. They say as you get older, it gets harder and harder to tolerate the cold, but I don't know. I mean, I guess some people, if you have arthritis, it probably you get more achy. Yeah, man, I remember my stepmom yelling at me one time because I was, oh wow, my going to sleep filter, my late night filter is kicking in on my computer. Let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, I was walking around outside. I went to school in like my pajama sandals. I think it was pajama day, and then I just decided to go for a walk, and I'm just walking through the snow in like pajamas with sandals. My feet are all cold. It didn't even really bug me. I didn't get frostbite or anything. Freaking nuts, though. Probably die if I tried to do that now. You definitely get acclimated. Even if you grow up somewhere, you get acclimated to being in warmer weather. All right. Now that looks really like a weird color on camera, but it doesn't look that orangey in real life. So for anyone just popping in, I have been painting this dungeon hallway diorama, and I accidentally put the wrong brown on the on the palette here, so I figured might as well dry brush these crates that I had laying around. Just do a quick dry brush. I'll probably throw little bits of green on here later too to like do some mold look. But yeah, weather in Texas though is weird in the winter time too. Actually, all the time. But we were at about 30 degrees, 30s, maybe low 40s. And then for like 2 days, it just jumped up to like 75 and then 88. And this was like 2 days ago. And then the day after 88, it was back to like 40 degrees again. Just wild to have. I mean, it's just really strange to have that day in the middle of the winter. It just pops up and gets to the 80s and then goes right back to being like 40s, sometimes 30s. It's just everyone gets sick. For now, and then paint the door, I think. Cool. Let's see. I need a darker brown. Give me 1 second. Should have that right some burnt umber. Of course, if anyone wants to ask a question or just say what's up, feel free to drop a comment at any time. Or you can be a lurker, that's cool too. I wonder what would happen if I just threw a little bit of a lighter color in there. Shits and giggles. Whoop. Try not to curse. small stone there. That's all right. The black wash will sort it out later. Cool. I don't usually do too much wet into wet kind of blending. What about green? Do I have a green? Let me just throw a little green on there now. Why not? No, messed it up there. It's all right. That still looks all right. Bugging me. That. All right. Cool. Looks pretty good. We'll switch back and paint some of these stones. Do some different colors on these stones again. Hopefully this blue paint is still somewhat wet, and it looks like it is. I need another paper towel. Why am I not prepared? Sweet. Whoops. Oh well. Adds character. painting off screen. What am I doing? I'm not even paying attention to the camera. What is going on here? I see. I've taken up too much of my desk space here with additional components. Let's move some of this stuff around. There we go. That's a little better. Johnny, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Johnny 5. Just a little late night painting, Johnny. Much at all. This is a dungeon, like hallway diorama thing. Alpha Proto, how are you doing, man? 90s cartoons like X-Men use purple for backgrounds for science labs and mountains. Yeah, I think I remember that, but I have to look. I definitely used to... Yeah. I mean, The Simpsons had a lot of purple in it too, I think. Okay. Let's switch to the light blue again. Alpha Proto, are you saying that as in like you're thinking about using that in dioramas, or you make dioramas and use some purple, or just an observation? Yeah, cool. I mean, purple often looks good. For sure. Oh, here, this is kind of pink. Purple and pink. Violet. I was going to paint that, though, but it was just some kooky little... actually, that's for science fiction, too. Kooky little science fiction wall panel piece. Yeah, I think so too. As long as you, I mean, you know, you just go ahead and you look up your colors. You can always just go online and type in color schemes and just pick from those colors. Have something with those colors in there, and it's gonna look good no matter what. You know, we pretty much know every color combination that looks good together. I mean, we do know already. So you just pick something and, you know, decide how to apply that. I've been wanting to do some more science fiction-y stuff too. I did like that space door thing. I didn't finish that yet, actually. I need to finish that up. That's kind of science fiction, kind of like cartoony science fiction-y. Am I getting my beard in paint? Yes, they were made from XPS foam. Bob, these are just, yeah, cut them up on, it's just a chunk of 2-inch thick foam, cut 2-inch by 2-inch, and then all these little strips were glued on individually, cut by a hot wire foam cutter, like a table, and you just use a wire brush to get that texture in there. Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with that. The Proxon. Yeah, you can do a lot with that, for sure. Just remember, like, the most useful things you could do with it is thinning material out and making repeatable, like, size objects, bricks, or make a little lumber out of foam and build things that way. You can also get, like, there's a company called Shifting Lands. I don't have any of their stuff, but I keep wanting to buy some of their stuff, but they have all different kinds of, like, a circle cutting jig and all that stuff you can put on there. I built my own circle cutting jig. Wasn't too hard. It's not as good as theirs, but, you know, it's just basically a piece of wood with a nail sticking out of it that you can move around in relationship to the wire, and you just stick a piece of foam on that and spin it around, and the wire cuts it into a perfect circle, which I use for making columns. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do with a hot wire foam cutter. The table. The freehand ones have their place too, but it's just very, it's different use. Where does another one need to go? Somewhere here? got here? Been on here about an hour and a half now. That's really not too bad for this time of night. Am I gonna make it to 2 hours? I don't know. I don't know. Should I put some more in here? Yeah, maybe a couple more. Maybe one of these. So we did the floor, and that's going to take a black wash. Might do a light dry brush first and then the black wash. And we got this. Is that enough? Yeah, that looks about the same amount of stones colored in. Looks pretty consistent. Any tips for making windows in buildings? 3D printed if I was wondering if you made your own handmade. I have made some handmade, and yeah, you can use... Actually, you can use the hot wire foam cutter. Works really well for that because you're going to cut the hole in the foam, and it's going to always suck. It's never going to come out exactly as clean as you want it to. It's hard to get, you know, the blade on one of these things to cut totally straight. It's always flexing a little bit, and you get those wonky cuts. If you're using thinner foam, like 1/2-inch foam, it's a little easier, but then, you know, it might not be as structurally good for the diorama, depending on what you're doing. But if you cut it and it's a little uneven, you just take your hot wire foam cutter and thin out a piece of foam that's the same thickness as this, so like 1 inch roughly, and then you just put it on there like, you know, they frame out a normal window, and you can just trim that out and make that look good. If you want to add things like a cross, yes, you could do it with foam, but it's going to be so flimsy. It's much better to use popsicle sticks to actually put anything that's going to be not glued to the rest of the body of the diorama. But you could do the whole thing with popsicle sticks too. They work really, really well for that. It's tedious. It's much more time consuming, which is why I went to the 3D printing, because some of the things I've made have had like, you know, 12 dozen windows in them, and it's just, you can do it, but it takes a lot of time. Dry brush this now? I don't think so. Okay guys, well, I appreciate everyone coming by here, and Bob, good luck with that. Feel free to show me anything that you're doing, and yeah, no problem, man. You can always stop by again or ask me a question on Instagram. Totally cool. And thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I know this is kind of late, so pretty cool that people showed up. Take care and have a good night. Take care, Alpha.